Harry, what's your RAADS score?
RAADS score? What is this, Fallout? What is RAADS? What is RAADS?
Sorry.
What is this, Fallout?
Lots of things like radiation, isn't it? Autism test. I haven't even revised. No one can beat my score of 224. Jonnaay, what did you get on RAADS?
I got 113.
224 on RAADS? You lapped Jonnaay. There's no way. That's crazy.
Scott both got I think the same, or like one more than me, or one less.
How do I take it? Do I have to... man. Chat. Jump scare warning. RAADS. Oh, RAADS-R. Embrace autism. How long does this shit take?
It took me like 5-10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, okay. Take the test here. I'm a sympathetic person.
Next question.
I literally am.
Next question.
True. What does sympathetic mean? Like I feel bad?
Like you,
No, you can put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Oh, I literally can.
Maybe that's empathetic. I get them confused.
I think sympathetic's like when you feel bad. Hey, if I told my mum died, I'd say, "Ow, Chad." Yeah, but if you came to me and actually DM'd me that, Chad. My stream is like it's free game. You know what I mean? If anyone's actually like met me before, or like I am actually not actually really a cunt, right, Max?
Yeah.
There you go.
You are.
Farage social. Yeah, guys, don't tell me about your mum dying. I'll probably ignore it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, guys, I used to be sympathetic when I was younger, and now. I often use words and phrases from movies, television, and conversations. That's actually so real. That's so real. I'm now often surprised when others tell me I've been rude. That is true. My media teacher doesn't like me because apparently I was being incredibly annoying and rude to her the entire Paris trip. And I asked what happened. She said she didn't want to talk about it. So I'm like, oh, I don't. And all my friends are confused as well. So yeah, sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly. Yeah, when I was younger, yeah. And I had to act in social situations. No, I think I'm the GOAT. Max, what do you think?
I think you're good at conversation.
I think I can pick up the vibe.
I often... Wait, what is it?
I don't know how to act in social situations.
No, you do know how to act in social situations.
Yeah. And when I was young. Oh, no, never true. I can put myself in people's shoes. Yeah. I actually made you push down a flight of stairs when you asked for a photo. Well, maybe you deserved it. Yeah. It's mainly true now. I've become like normal. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you were the apple of my eye. Well, that's a stupid example. Does anyone know what you were the apple of my eye means?
Yeah, it means like it's like the one thing that you see. Like it's kind of to do with like my eyes are only there for you. Like it's like
I don't talk to people who share my special interests. Well, my interests are quite common with everyone else I'm friends with.
Do you guys talk about balloons? I mean, what? Sorry, what? Wait, well,
that flopped.
Anyways.
What do you talk to your friends about? Never mind, you don't fucking have any. And you actually used to call me crying on FaceTime every night, your first 6 months in college, because you were genuinely struggling making friends, Jonnaay. No, I'm joking.
so mean.
So rude.
Chat,
also, you didn't
your delivery, you know it's bad when Sophia and Desi, like, arguably the most annoying person in my chat is saying your delivery is shit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Tinkerell is the most annoying person in my chat. Actually, put one in chat. I'll say who the most annoying person is. Fuck. Let me change the I'm sympathetic score. Let me drop that one down. No, I'm joking. Special interest is an autism exclusive thing. We are goaded like that. I have a special interest in like hustling. And
making
eating
money.
Pussy.
Oh, yeah.
I saw someone who was hyperfixated on making money, and I was like, that's so real. I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Yeah. I notice how food feels in my mouth. That's actually true. That's actually so real. I don't like to weird on special interest. It's like sometimes. When I was younger, I just want to talk about like fucking like Marvel. I used to be obsessed with it, and I had all the comics. I've still got all my comics to my right here. Where's my best friend and family and partner? Yes. Found out by saying what I'm thinking if I don't mean to. Yep. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. When I was younger, I'd rather get interested by myself than with someone I know. It depends who it's with. If it's with Max, I'd like to go with him. If it's with Jonnaay, I'd go with myself. Right?
Mm.
To be fair, I do go cinema by myself every week. But it's only really now. I cannot imagine what it'd be like to be someone else. Yeah, imagine being MaxGGGs. Yeah, but I don't think anyone can. I've been told I'm clumsy and uncoordinated. Not really. I was going to be odd or different. Well, yeah, kind of. When I was younger, more. I understand.
Don't get onto him, Jonnaay.
Don't get onto me. Fucking. Oh, I'm not even. I'm being nice. I understand when my friends need to be comforted. Listen, I want to say yes, but I just always push it way too far. And I'm thinking of one example, which I'm not going to say on stream. But Max, can you remember playing Overwatch with Jonnaay?
Wait, what's the question?
I know when my friends need to be comforted.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
fucking god, man! Oh my god, yes,
Unbelievable,
never true.
unbelievable.
That was the one time where I pushed the line with you, and then I just decided I think the way of fixing it would just be push it even more.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, that was the day I think you've only ever pushed like broken through the line.
I know. I used to not be able to wear polo shirts when I was younger because I didn't like how they felt on me. They were very itchy and made me uncomfortable. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. But yeah, but like subconsciously. Whenever a new season of Top Boy comes out, I pick up a bunch of slang and use it a lot. But I mean that's not that big of a deal. I'm from South London. That's like consciously acting out. No, just like subconsciously. What? Oh, I'm confused. Yeah, but like, it could be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at a time. No. I love a bit of public speaking. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. When I was younger, yeah. I've learned to embrace myself and be myself. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Yeah. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. No. It's difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. Jonnaay, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling like $1,000,000 right now.
I feel like you're not.
No, I'm on top of the world.
You don't sound it, mate.
I like having conversations with several people around a dinner table at school or work. Yeah. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. When I was younger, it's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Nope. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Jonnaay, do you have any like that?
I can't say I can.
What about like cotton balls?
No.
I have a friend who hates cotton balls.
There are a bit.
Really. The way I like to do things suddenly changed. I got really angry when the bus drove past me, but I don't think that counts. When I was younger, I used to love a bit of routine. I've never wanted... When I was younger, child, I used to get all my toys, and my idea of playing with my toys is to just like line them up in size order and sit there. So I think that's something... Why are you laughing, Jonnaay? It was actually really fun. It was actually incredibly fun.
Jonnaay, you're laughing like... You weren't allowed a Nokia until you were 14 years old, bro. You did the same thing.
my first one was an iPhone 5, and I got it in year 10. Actually, have you know?
In year 10?
Nice, right? Yeah, dude. Have you not heard this story? I got like internet access up at like when I was like in on my first PC in 2018.
You're like a caveman, man. No matter you're like underdeveloped.
Imagine you trying to make friends when you were younger.
Yeah, what did you talk to him about? Mate, have you played the new Connect 4? Like, you played the new game of chess? I got it way too early, to be fair, and it fucks me up. I don't want it or need it. Other people, no. I love my friends and I love being close to people. It's difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. You keep going until I'm finished. Yeah. And when I was younger, I speak with a normal rhythm. Chad, do I speak with a normal rhythm?
Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah. The same sound, context, and cuddling text are very sensitive to very dull. In what way? Like a desaturated?
No.
I don't know what that means, so I'm going to say never true. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. That's a weird one. Yeah, I don't... Max, I don't want you under my skin. I want to... I don't want to do anything. Max, no. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes anyone uncomfortable. Some of the sound, oh yeah. Cat, the reason why I only ever have one headphone in, because I don't like the noise being too loud. I'm not actually deaf in one now. And like, I don't like loud noises or like really high-pitched stuff. I'm an understanding, yeah, and I feel like I've always been quite understanding. Do not care characters and moves cannot feel what they feel. No, I love crying. I cannot tell when someone's flirting with me. This one's the Jonnaay question. When I was younger, I didn't know. I see in my mind exact details that I'm interested in. What, like when like you have to like imagine a horse? Like in your head? You imagine the spinning horse?
What?
Is that what this means,
Jack? No, I can see it, yeah. Can you see it?
I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I can't, like, pick things in my head, sorry. I keep lists of things that interest me. Oh my god, I do. I went through a phase, like, last year where I was really big into trains, and I made all my friends go with me to the London Transport Museum, and no one gave a fuck, and I just walked around by myself for, like, 2 hours, looking at, like, all the old buses, and all, like, the old TfL transport. So, like, now... I feel overwhelmed by my senses. I isolate myself to shut them down. No, not really. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yes. Communication is key. It's only really... I used to just be really petty. Can't tell if someone's interested or bored in what I'm saying. No, I can't. It can be very hard to read someone's face. No, not really. The same thing, like clothes or temperature, can feel very different to me at different times. Yeah. There are common interest in autistic people. I'm not autistic, Chad. I just like buses. No, I can feel very comfortable with dating or being so. Yep. Try to be as helpful as I can when other people. Fucking hell, man! Jesus Christ!
What?
Why are there so many questions?
There's 80, yeah.
You're almost done, mate.
I'm like halfway. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yeah. I've been told I have an unusual voice. Well, I've got a lisp.
No, but you don't.
No. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my mind. Talk about it even though no one's interested. That's real. That's real. I do something with my hands over and over again. Yeah, I used to do this thing, chat, where I would do that in, like, primary school.
Dude, did you ever do that thing where, like, you're in a large hall of people and you, like, did that thing with your ears where you go...
Pac-Man, where you go... and it'd be like, waka, 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 waka. Yeah. I've never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. Well, like, I've never been in, like, I've never really been into sports, but that's about it, really. I've just kind of... you know, when I was younger, I was into the weird shit. Now I'm just, I've fit in a bit more with like the average person. Because they're compassionate, yeah. A lot of people I find that help me look normal. Not really. When I was younger, yeah. It's very difficult to me work and function in groups. No, but no. As long as I'm like, I'm doing something and other people doing things. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard to change the subject. The other person does so and get very upset and confused. No. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises. Yeah, but everyone does that. I can chat and make small talk with people. Only now. Sometimes things actually feel painful, but not. Oh my god, I went through a phase for like a year where I'd always have a candle, and it's gonna make me sound fucking insane. I would put the candle out by putting my finger on it, because I thought it felt cool. So I think that qualifies, right, chat? Now, when talking to someone, I have a hard time telling my turn to talk or listen. No, not really. I can't. I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. Max, Jonnaay, you know me best. Guys, am I a loner?
No.
No, actually.
Okay, thanks.
Because we call Johnny a loner, but you compared to him as like you're not even.
Oh no, you solo. Respectfully, I get that.
Respectfully, brother, it's all about yourself.
I like
It's
things
just-
to be exactly the same way. No, not really. When I was younger. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. That one's a Jonnaay one. It can't be to spin around a rock in a chair when I'm
Fuck.
feeling
What
stressed.
the fuck? I got astray.
No, not really. The phrase he wears his heart on his sleeve does not make sense to me. No, that one does make sense to me. If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, I feel anxious or frightened. These ones are basically just like the kind of obvious questions where I'm like, no, I'm not really. Actually, noises. It's really only noises which does it for me. I'll say when I was younger, it did it for me a lot worse, to be fair. Tell when... No, I'll say now, but it's really only noisy. Can tell when someone says one thing and means someone else? Yeah, like sarcasm.
Yeah.
I like being myself as much as I can, yes. I like to keep my thoughts stacked in a memory, like they're filing cards. I can't do that. I can't even picture anything in my head. Same sound sometimes seems very loud, very soft, even though it hasn't changed. Not really. Enjoy spending time eating, talking to my family and friends. Yes. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Yeah, I fucking hate tuna. I hate the smell of tuna. But I hated it worse when I was younger. I don't know if we hugged or held. No, I love it. When I go somewhere I have to follow a familiar road and get very confused and upset. No, not really. It's difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Yeah. I like to have close friends. Yeah. People tell me that I give too much detail. Yeah. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. Yes. I tend to point out other people's mistakes when I was younger.
What'd you get?
80. Did I win?
You lost compared to Johnny.
What do I win? Chat, what have I got?
You won autism.
Oh. The minimum score at which autism is considered. Damn. I'm not autistic, I'm so chill. I'm not autistic, I'm AverageHarry.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. Do that again. I'm not autistic, I'm AverageHarry. Do
No,
that
because
again.
now I bet you got me on the screen now. Yeah, of fucking course you do.
That's
I'm not doing that
disgusting.
again.
I have 224. That's crazy. That's crazy autism levels. How many vaccines have you got? That was a joke. That wasn't a very good joke. Sorry.